Jeff Garcia, the actor, stand-up comedian, and voice artist beloved around the world for bringing to life the wildly energetic and goofy character Sheen Estevez in Nickelodeon's Jimmy Neutron franchise, has passed away at the age of 50. His son, fellow comedian Joseph "Jojo" Garcia, confirmed the news in a heartfelt social media tribute, leaving fans and colleagues around the globe in deep mourning. From the moment Jeff's voice first crackled through on screens in the early 2000s, he connected with a generation of kids and adults who immediately fell in love with his quirky humor and unforgettable delivery. Sheen, with his obsession over the made-up superhero Ultralord and his random outbursts, became one of the most iconic characters in animated TV history, and Jeff's voice was the heart of that. Jeffrey Anthony Garcia was born on May 3, 1975, in Irvine, California. Early in life, he found humor came naturally. By the early 1990s, he was performing stand-up comedy in clubs around Southern California, honing a style that mixed sharp wit with a relaxed, conversational vibe that made crowds laugh instantly. That grounding in live comedy would serve him well when he later crossed into acting and voice work. His early on-screen gigs included small roles on live-action TV, but everything changed in 2001 when he landed the role of Sheen Estevez in the animated feature Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius. The movie became a hit, earning praise for its clever writing and lovable characters, and it quickly spun off into the long-running series The Adventures of Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, where Jeff reprised Sheen again and again. When the spin-off Planet Sheen launched years later, it gave fans even more of Jeff's energetic work to enjoy. What made Jeff's portrayal so special wasn't just the slapstick or the one-liners. It was the way he infused Sheen with unfiltered joy and intensity. You could feel that he loved what he was doing, and that genuine excitement translated through the screen, making Sheen's crazier moments totally believable and hilarious. Whether it was a random non-sequitur or an over-the-top reaction to Ultralord, listeners knew exactly who it was and instantly smiled. But Jimmy Neutron wasn't Jeff's only success. He also lent his voice to characters in other animated favorites like Barnyard, Happy Feet, and Rio, showing off his range from goofy sidekick to expressive background characters that added warmth and humor to whatever project he touched. In many ways, he became one of the most recognizable voices in 2000s animated entertainment. Off-camera, Jeff was known to friends and fans as a generous, deeply driven person. His son Jojo's tribute described him as my best friend and my hero, praising his love, compassion, and unique energy. That kind of genuine warmth is what many fans remember best. Not just the laughs, but the real human being behind the voice. In recent months, Jeff's health had unfortunately taken a turn. Reports indicate that earlier in 2025, he experienced serious medical complications, including a brain aneurysm and later a stroke, followed by bouts of pneumonia and respiratory issues. At one point, his lung collapsed, and he was hospitalized in Southern California. According to sources, his family made the agonizing decision to remove him from life support after his condition worsened. While an official cause of death hasn't been released publicly, those close to him have said Jeff is in no more pain and that he passed away on December 10, 2025, surrounded by family and friends who loved him dearly. The response from fans and colleagues has been overwhelming. Debbie Derryberry, who voiced Jimmy Neutron, shared how devastated she was to lose her friend and co-star. Tributes from animators, voice actors, comedians, and fans poured in on social platforms, with many recalling how Jeff's work shaped their childhoods and how his laughter, both on and off screen, made the world a brighter place. What stands out most in all the remembrance is how universally Jeff's work resonated. For people who grew up watching Nickelodeon in the early 2000s, Sheen wasn't just a funny sidekick. He was a staple of after-school viewing, a character with such unfiltered chaos that his every line became memorable. And behind that voice was a performer who cared deeply about his craft and the people who enjoyed it. Beyond cartoons, Jeff influenced the comedy community. His stand-up roots remained a core part of his identity, and many fellow comedians have talked about his generosity, mentoring spirit, and infectious laugh that made him beloved not only by audiences, but by other performers as well. Jeff Garcia is survived by his 2 children and a legacy that will continue to make people smile decades into the future. Fans around the world are already sharing favorite moments and episodes, celebrating the laughs he gave them, and the personality that made Sheen unforgettable. While it's a heavy moment for animation lovers everywhere, the joy of Jeff's work and the real joy he brought into people's lives stands as a testament to the impact one talented, passionate person can have. In the end, Jeff wasn't just a voice. He was a friend in countless homes around the world, the one behind a character that brought energy and laughter into living rooms and hearts. For many, that's the greatest legacy any performer can hope for.